what I am saying, Veena to Revati, that these are the three protocols through which we are going to integrate or onboard that application in our Okta side. Okay. So
Okay.
firstly, these protocol which you are seeing over here, majorly all of the applications are having certain kind of methods to onboard that area. Okay, for by these protocols, some of the
Oh,
application you can see only SAML, some of the applications you are seeing only SWA kind of
mhm.
functionality they are having, and some of the application you see three or four kind of functionality for onboarding. Okay,
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
with the Okta. So right
Okay.
now we can do with this application three of the functionality. That's why I choose this click data one. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
firstly, we need to integrate that application. So how we can go? We can click on add integration. Click over there, add integration,
Okay.
and name this application. Firstly, this application label, it is saying that what kind of application, what the application name it is. So we can mark it click data hyphen SWA. We are making this application as SWA based. Okay.
Okay.
So it required a base URL. Now what exactly the base URL? Base URL for your application. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to give that our base URL for this application.
So this is enough, right?
Yes, yes, yes. That is enough. So base URL basically means where exactly our user wanted to land. Okay.
Hmm.
So that is becoming our base URL. Or either you can just give only your LSV digitally that is you can also give. That is also work. Okay. Not to give dot
Else,
click data. Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Elsquerydigital.com. Is that
yeah,
enough?
that is also enough. Yeah. Or we can
Okay.
check later. If it is not going to work, we can put that thing only. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I think here they have mentioned that
Yeah, they
company.
mention yes.
Okay.
Total company name, and sometimes you can give only that URL. That is also fine. And
Okay.
over there, enter your base URL. For example, if your login is like this thing, enter
Mm-hmm.
http colon the company name.com. Okay, that is
Mm-hmm.
fine. And the next thing it is like application visibility. So application visibility means like your end user can see this application on their dashboard or not. So that
Okay.
is showing over here. Okay, and so
Mm-hmm.
that is called as application visibility. So we want
Yeah.
that our team member
But
should visible.
what is the use of not displaying it on their dashboard? Like how, in what kind of situation they hide it? Like
What
what is
kind
the
of situation? Yeah, majorly the thing it is these guys are such onboarded, and the thing it is they onboarded those application, they assign those application to some of that user. Okay, but
Okay.
somehow according to the requirement, if they are billable on certain kind of project, some authorization it is to be there or something,
Mhm.
so they can hide some application kind of things from that location. Okay, so they are
Okay.
not giving, but at the time of the work or something, they can open that thing for them to visualize that area and start working authenticating yourself. Okay, like
Okay.
the things we are having in the backend. What's the thing, like we are having assigned 10 applications. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow we are not supposed to work on 10 application. Okay, in the first
Okay.
go. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we have supposed to work only 5 application, but the
Oh,
integration work and assignment work is already done for us in the initial phase. Okay,
okay.
then if it is a work is supposed to come, they are giving some visibility part or accessibility or assignment of the group part to work. So that is the thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that is one more thing. And SWA also provide browser plugin. Okay, auto submit. So that
Okay.
is automatically login. So I told you this SWA work with the browser plugin. Okay,
Mm,
so
yeah.
that is majorly required. So that's why
So
it is
it
to be checked.
also cache the credentials. So this is
Yes,
what
yes.
that
Yeah,
right?
so it is taken all these things. The browser plugins will take all this information, bypass that information to that particularly landing page of that user. Okay, so that is kind of activity is going to be taken care by that thing. So we create one application for ourselves. We gave it the name. Okay, we gave the base URL where exactly the user wanted to land, and this information is given by the application team to you, this base URL. Okay, what
Okay.
exactly their base URL. Okay,
Okay.
so that information you can't because right now we are doing or we are
By
supposed to
ourselves, yeah.
Yeah. So we are playing a role right now as a Okta team or as a application team. Both the role we are playing right now. Okay.
Mhm.
So now click on next.
So this is okay.
No, there is an error.
Okay.
Just make it remove it. Backslash. Yeah. I think it is again showing error. Yeah, it's
That's
work. Okay. Okay. So in sign-on option requirement, it is saying that which method you are supposed to choose. Okay,
right.
right now it's a administrator kind of activity we are doing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so administrator having or visualize that kind of things, like for this user kind of things, like user set username and password at the first time he is supposed to
Mm-hmm.
jumping on that application. Either administrator set the username and password, but it's not
Okay.
kind of
Reckon.
activity the administrator will do. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, administrator can't set the username and set user password. Again, it is not be done by that administrator. Okay. But in the some case, like the things we are having the third party user or something, so we can give
Mm-hmm.
it. But for full-time employees or something, we can't give it to them. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
scenarios we can circulate these kind of information for immediate basis. Okay. Where
Mm-hmm.
we are having 2 days kind of activities is to be taken care by any guest is coming to your organization, the client and all, he wanted to view or showcase that environment. So we
Okay.
can give him 2 days of the access accordingly. Okay. We give
Okay.
them the temporary password so he can work. Okay. This is
Mm.
just for the view part. So generally we are supposed to select that administrator set username and password is the same as the user Okta password it is to be there. Okay.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
is going to be work. So username it is fine enough, like what exactly the username it is. We are
Okay.
not doing in this application any SAML or OIDC kind of activity. So that's why these are disabled. We are not choosing this thing in our option side. We are choosing only SWA. So that's why we selected in the top SWA. Okay, in the
Okay.
options.
Mm.
Okay, secure web
Okay.
authentication.
Okay.
Now the things come with that the credential details. So how this Okta username is going to be circulate on that application side? That is on that the Okta username side we are supposed to choose. Okay, like your name it is to be there. So that will become your username. So Okta is taking as an email address or the username for that user. Okay, so generally we are using Okta username because our identities sit inside in the Okta. Then
Mm-hmm.
we are choosing that the Okta username, which is going to be circulate on those applications area. And sometimes we are authenticating our user with that email, some of the
Mm.
prefix. Okay, some of the time we are using both the things, username and prefix and all. Okay, so it's depend how you are supposed to be in authenticate your user. Like
Okay.
if you say some of the area in the onboardation of that the Okta side on that area, you are already been authenticated in Okta or you are jumping on that application side. So
Mm-hmm.
if that login screen will pop up, so you generally type your only username, the prefix part, not your at the rate something kind of activity. Okay,
Okay.
that domain name you are not supposed to give. You are give
Mm.
only your username. So
Okay.
username and the password you are trying to this, then you are easily authenticate that part. So that is the thing. Okay, so we
So
are using Okta username.
okay. But usually in the Okta username we give this email address, right? So
Yes, yes, we are supposed to give the email address. So it's that's why I'm saying it is all up to you. For the application part, generally we use the email. You can
okay.
also change it to the email also because it depends on how this application team wanted to log into you in that area. Okay, so
Okay.
that is the thing. Just change it for the application username format as an email.
Okay.
Create and update basically means whenever we are creating or updating the user profile or something in Okta side, that is going to be updated on the application side. Okay, that
Okay.
is generally that part. So just to make it create and update, that is fine. Whatever the things as it earlier. Password reveal, we don't allow. User used to security see the password. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that is kind of thing. Now click on done. This is a small integration of the SWA side. Okay.
Okay. Is there any error or something?
No, 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 nothing. It's not going to click done.
Yeah. Yes.
Why? Let me check on my end. Just wait a minute. Go back to the previous screen.
Okay.
Is everything fine there?
Can't I go like this? Maybe it got stuck or something.
Might be.
No, it's
Can you ping me or okay, no problem.
why it is showing that it is getting loaded or something.
Just wait a minute. Might be taking side sometime network causing issue. Yeah, it's created. From your end, it
Sorry,
is not. Yeah,
what
the
like what
page
did
is
you say?
no, no, the page it's taking time. The page load.
Okay,
Let
but
and
how
just
you how
answer.
did you say that it is created? Like you're checking
No.
something.
Mm, So I did that same kind of activity in the journal part. I just
Oh,
taken as an example. Okay. In sign
okay,
on page, again, I use this kind of things, administrator and
okay,
email I had choose and click on done. So that's why I'm
okay,
saying it is done. So might be loading due to internet connectivity might be that part. Okay.
okay,
You can add this application again so it will work. No problem. Okay.
okay, okay.
So once this we have supposed to click on done. So this screen will pop up. Okay. This
Mhm,
kind of a screen. This screen basically tells that user authentication also. Okay. How the user is going to be authenticated in that application. Okay.
okay.
So in that application method, the by default we are having one policies. Okay. Two-factor authentication method is applicable in every kind of authentication area. This authentication policy comes by default. What
Mm-hmm.
exactly inside it is the story of authentication policy we will cover up later on in our authentication area. Okay. So in that two-factor authentication basically means one is our credential, the password we are trying to enter, and second thing is our OTP. OTP in terms of like Okta Verify. Okay. Either we have the push notification, either we have to enter the code something. So that is the two-factor authentication. So that policy having two-factor authentication for authenticating the user, whether he is entering in this application. Okay. So it is stating that part. Second part, it is like the import. So import means basically what kind of user you are to wanted to import in that application. Okay. Either from that the CSV side you are importing or either you are having certain kind of users. Okay. So right now we don't have user for importing from our CSV side. So we are not supposed to choose that thing. We are going to assign some user in my this application. Okay. Like what exactly the things we are doing over here. We have one application we wanted to integrate in Okta. Correct. So we check with our application team. Let's give me, I'll give you the complete scenario. So that is applicable of every integration. Okay, not only this SW integration, it is applicable for each and every application. Okay, so what happened basically? Okay, so the thing it is, we do have one Okta team and we have one application team. Okay, we are having two teams. So because we wanted to integrate application like this over here is the click data. We wanted to integrate in Okta. Okay. So at the time of first stating or having a conversation with the application team, so we can ask them, we can ask some of the questionnaires related to that application, like which protocol this application is support, which protocol supports. Okay. So they will ask you either SWA, SAML, or OIDC. These are support. This application supports. Okay. So we can check in our OIN network side, Okta integration network. Either this application it is to be there or not. If it is there, that is fine. If it is not there, we need to custom application creation. We can add application basically in Okta. Okay, with this name. Okay. So right now we are doing the SW area. Okay, what information we required on that side? We required, he will give you the endpoint URL or base URL to configure it. Configure in Okta. Okay, they will give it to you like www.acme.com, something. Okay, whatever. So they will give it to you. Next thing it is to be there. We required, we need to tell that application team that so application is already been there. So that Okta teams tell that, or either the application team tell that, let's go with that the test user. Okay. So we wanted to check if the integration is fine. So how we can check the integration is working fine? So we can test with the test user. So this application team create one test user and create his account in click data. So like uh, Karan at the rate acme.com. This is the user. This is the test user we created in our application side. Okay. The similar kind of user we are supposed to give in the Okta side. We are giving a username. Okay. Karan.acme.com. Okay. Might be that the same user Okta team give it to that the application team. Okay. To testing purpose. Because application team wants to whom we are going to test this application. So they are supposed to create this their account in that application, Acme or Click Data application. They are going to create an account of this user over here in the Click Data. Okay. So Okta side integration is done, everything is done. So we are supposed to assign some of that user under that application. Okay. So whatever the user we are going to assign for that application, so these users are going to be work on those application. Correct? Like over the things. If you wanted to work on Zoom application, like take a current situation, you wanted to work in the Zoom application. Correct? So how you are supposed to work in that application? Some of the team member from Okta side, they will assign your profile to Zoom. Okay. They are assigning with this application, Zoom application in your portfolio. Okay. Zoom it is to be there. They are assigning one application in your portfolio. Portfolio means end user dashboard of Okta. Okay. Once you click this application is assigned to you, you wanted to work on that side, you need to click on that application, or either you are authorized or not authorized. That is going to be checked by that the Zoom application. Okay. So that is the thing that at the time of integration we need to kept in mind. So and what I'm trying to say that this application is completely blank over here. There is no such user. Okay. So we wanted to test some user we wanted to see this application is exactly working or integrated with Okta or having some issue. Okay. We need to check with some of the test user. That's why we need to assign some user from our dashboard area. Okay. So if you are going to assign some user in a way, let's it's a let's say it's a test user. I assigning Revati for this application area. So Revati having a authentication on those application. Okay. So we are going to check either she is authorized to get access on those applications area or not. Okay. For that purpose, what we need to do, we need to create a Revati account over in that application also. Okay. So you already did. Veena is already did this part. She created one of the account in that area in the click data. So that is becoming a test account, or you can say that administrator account it will become. Now from Okta side, you need to assign that application to yourself. Okay. To test either it is working or not. Okay. Now you need to assign some user who can work on this application. But
Okay.
firstly, you should assign that user as an administrator who is administrator on the click data also. Okay. Just
Okay.
assign yourself that
Okay.
application.
So I'm gonna assign this user.
Yes. Hmm. Yes, that is
Okay.
fine.
This
So
credential belongs to
wait. So
application.
what we decided over there? We decided like administrator set username and password is the same as that the user Okta password. Correct?
Yes.
So that is mentioned over here. So if the
Okay.
administrator wants any kind of change in its your username, so he is supposed to give that the username accordingly. Okay. And password, if it is wanted to change, so we can go ahead and the first general setting. So you can check on that side also. Okay. Firstly, we can check this way. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So save and go
Yes.
back. Yeah.
Yes. Save it.
That's fine.
Done. Done. So this is
Oh,
the one way we are assigning user to that application. Okay. Now
okay.
you can go to your end user dashboard. So refresh this page, only this page, the previous page. Sorry.
Okay.
Tab,
This
tab.
one.
Yeah.
This one.
Refresh. Yeah. Refresh. So this is your end user dashboard. So you can see one application is assigned to you.
Okay.
Similar way, whether you are working in Okta project, there are couple of application which is assigned to you. Okay.
Okay.
If you are not an admin, okay,
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
admin perspective, they will give you an admin button. If you are the only read-only user or working on application side on operations kind of activity or any kind of activity, reviewing part activity, administrator activity, might be they will just give you that the application access or you for your working. Okay. Now what we need to say, what we need to do now, we onboarded application, we integrated application, we assign that application to one of that user. Now user wanted to go ahead and check either she is authenticating on that application or not. Okay.